I actually started as an under 9. I didn't really have much choice in the matter. My brother was playing, so Dad made me play as well. So I was one of 3 girls in the entire Darling Downs that played footy. I was pretty useless actually, but I loved it, and I thought this would be a good sport to play. But then after under 12s, I had nothing for years.
For me, I went to my brother's game down in Alara in work, and I just saw them and I was just like, oh, that looks fun.
We did have a really strong competition a few years back where the likes of Heather Ballinger and them came through, and it was just top class football, and it showed because a lot of those ones did go on and play at representative level.
So I didn't get to play again until year 12, and it was just a couple of 9-a-side carnivals, and then my next option was to go and play open women's footy with like Steph Hancock and Karen Murphy and people like that. And as a 17-year-old, I sort of stepped back and thought I wasn't ready for that, and I didn't get back into it until I was about 21.
A lot of girls around Cairns actually have expressed an interest in playing rugby league. So in 2019 we started with the League Touch.
I suppose my idea was giving the club some capacity for into the future, obviously playing and nurturing them into the tackles game.
And there's always been an innate desire for the girls to play, but we've just never had anything. This is my 4th year up here, and we've just been scraping together games.
2019 was a bit of a success there with the league tag or league touch. So we had 9 teams and over 200 and something girls and mums and that playing our game, which was fantastic.
But after that, the girls really did want to play tackle football.
I was overexcited. That was like a really, really, really big opportunity for me to show what I can do.
Yeah, I think it's been a really long time coming. Been 10 or 11 years since we've had a competition up here.
The girls want to do exactly what the boys are doing, so it's a definite pathway which they can see now. And I think it's a really, really good thing for rugby league and obviously Cairns and far north Queensland.
First time comp comes around, you're sort of expecting forfeits and lots of injuries, but we haven't had a single forfeit. To get through a full season and get to a semi-final, have a game like that, as our first match, and the crowd that we've got here just shows what kind of talent we've got up here and how special it is to actually have a competition for women up here.
If you want something to work, you got to work at it, and we've worked at it this year. There was, Innisfail put a lot into it, as has Atherton, Yarrabah. They've all put something into it, and that shows that it's not only it's the clubs that are in for it as well. And as I said, we've got 11 clubs, and I'll be very surprised. We had 6 this year, 16. I'll be very surprised if we don't have 10 next year.
It's hard not to be a bit jealous, I think. Sometimes you think, geez, I wish I had those opportunities. But, I was at the Peninsula Under 12s trials. I'm a teacher, so I'm involved in all the school footy there. And, there was 60, 70 girls there, and there was just phenomenal talent. And I look at those girls and think, you guys have got a pathway now, and that's so special.
I've had a couple of times when the mothers have played with the daughters, and it just shows to show. If you have a look around here this afternoon, you'll see families sitting on blankets, and they're just going to enjoy everything.
There's my mum. She's 46 and she's still playing. She's been there with me the whole time and helped me through it, talked me through everything, always by my side, and I just look up to her. Yeah, Meme's mum, she'll whack you, she'll give it to you.
And it's been really important to have the women's competition here too, just because we've got so many young girls coming up through the ranks and they've got something now to play for.
Women in League are very important in our club. We have a committee that really, really supports Women in League.
That volunteer base in clubland, so giving them the skill sets to be future presidents, treasurers, secretaries and stuff like that.
We've got 11 clubs, and I think every one of them has got 1 or 2 female administrators.
Doing whatever we can to get footy, so to have a genuine competition and to have CDRL and all the clubs back us and say, you guys are important to us and we want you guys to succeed and have a pathway has been really special. We're not put on the back burner, we're here on a Friday night playing our own fixtures and showing what kind of a crowd we can bring. It's just women's footy here, and we've got the whole hill filled.
We have got some young girls that are doing touch judging, and I know one who's doing it, but because she was going to do it, her mother said she'd do it. So she did the referee's course as well, And that's what families are about.
I think that, knowing that those girls can go all the way through club footy, play school footy, they've got Northern Pride under-19s to look up to, they can be part of the Gold Stars, and you can see some of our local talent being signed for NRLW as well. And I think that that's so important that they see that now, and it is nice to know that you're sort of part of that pathway, I guess. I'm certainly not one of the goats like Karen Murphy and people like that. I wasn't selling my car to go and play for Australia like they were, but you still had a part of that pathway, and I think that's really special that I could be a part of that.